Ever wondered what makes some connections just, click, while others kind of fizzle out before they even really begin?
Yeah, it's something most people have experienced, right? That
Yeah,
mystery.
totally. And what if there are these underlying principles, maybe unspoken rules that could actually transform your relationships if you grasp them?
That's exactly what we're diving into today. Some really fascinating material.
We are. Today, we're digging deep into stuff that promises to unlock quite a few of those mysteries. And hey, a huge thank you, first off, to Jay Brody.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Jay suggested the incredible source material for today's deep dive, Corey Lane's book, How to Be a 3% Man. Seriously, we absolutely love getting your suggestions for topics.
We really do. It helps us know what you're interested in.
So please keep them coming. Your interests, well, they genuinely fuel these deep dives, giving us exciting new stuff to explore together.
Absolutely.
So this book, How to Be a 3% Man, as the title kind of suggests, it claims to be this really practical guide. It's about understanding women, fostering healthy, attractive relationships.
Right. And the core idea, the hook, is that only a tiny fraction of men, maybe just 3%, actually get the principles of attraction and connection.
And apply them effectively. It's a bold claim, for sure. Challenges a lot of the usual advice you hear.
It does. And that's what makes it interesting to unpack. We want to look at the core techniques he suggests.
Exactly, how they're used subtly, in real life. And specifically, how even guys who feel kind of shy or hesitant can approach women with, well, more confidence.
Right. Our mission today is precisely that. We want to distill these often counterintuitive techniques, break down how they actually work in the real world.
Show how they can be implemented so naturally they're almost invisible, maybe. Not like some, manipulative tactic.
Exactly. Make it feel authentic. And especially for anyone who feels a bit unsure in social situations, we'll focus on how these insights can be really empowering.
Offering what the author suggests are, effective, low-risk ways to engage.
Yeah, basically fail-proof ways, according to him. We want to make this info interesting, easy to grasp, practical, and hopefully even a bit fun.
Provide truly reliable ways to apply what's taught. Move beyond just theory to stuff you can actually use.
Tangible, actionable insights. That's the goal. Things that could genuinely shift your approach.
All right, let's dive in then, right from the top. Because the whole foundation here rests on this core philosophy, what it even means to be a 3% man.
Okay.
And the book is super clear right off the bat. This isn't about looks. Not at all.
No, not about being Brad Pitt or having a certain physique or loads of money. That's not the focus.
It's something much deeper, isn't it? Something internal that kind of radiates outward.
That's absolutely right. The essence, the core of the 3% man, it's rooted in these inner qualities, a specific mindset.
Okay, like what kind of qualities?
Well, according to the source, women are inherently drawn to men who are confident, first off, but also centered, in control of themselves.
Centered.
Meaning they have this clear sense of purpose, they know where they're going in life, and crucially, they can't be easily swayed from their path or their mission.
So it's not just having goals, it's like being unwavering.
Exactly. Being your own anchor, having that strong internal compass, regardless of what's going on outside or what others might want. That kind of inner strength. That's what resonates.
And this inner strength idea, it connects directly to what the author calls masculine energy, right? That term gets thrown around a lot. How does the book define it?
Good question. In this context, masculine energy is basically about purpose, drive, mission, that inherent male thing of wanting to succeed, accomplish goals, break through barriers.
All right.
The book describes a truly magnetic man as someone who goes after what he wants with conviction and has this positive expectation, this belief that he'll actually achieve it.
Right.
And here's a fascinating part. The author claims that if this kind of man had to choose between his passion, his purpose, and a woman, he'd choose his purpose.
Whoa. Okay. That sounds potentially harsh. Does that mean neglecting relationships?
Not necessarily harsh, and definitely not about neglect or being emotionally unavailable. It's more about highlighting the importance of having a solid, independent core. A full, meaningful life before a woman even enters the picture.
So she's an addition to an already good life, not the entire focus.
Precisely. She adds value to an already rich existence, rather than becoming the sole source of identity or happiness. It's that self-sufficiency and clear direction that's instinctively attractive, apparently. Signals stability, leadership.
It is pretty striking how blunt the book is about, well, most men's understanding of this stuff. It basically says the vast majority are clueless.
Yeah, the wording is stark. Have no idea what creates attraction and what turns women off.
And that they often talk women right out of dating them, sleeping with them, having a relationship, just because they don't get it. That's a pretty harsh assessment.
It is harsh, but it serves a purpose in the book. It's the critical starting point for the whole philosophy. The common mistake, as the author sees it, is that guys project their own immediate attraction onto the woman, assuming she feels the same way. Or they try to win her over.
How? Like with excessive compliments, gifts, pleading.
Exactly, all that stuff. And ironically, that's precisely what the book says women find unattractive. They're not looking for a manservant or someone constantly needing their approval.
Because that signals neediness, lack of self-worth.
That's the idea. It's fundamentally unappealing to what he calls feminine energy, which brings us to that really counterintuitive concept.
The illusion of action.
Right.
This is where he argues most guys mess up, thinking that doing more calling, texting, chasing is the answer.
Exactly. And the source uses this great quote from Adam Carolla. He said something like, when a woman likes you, she starts opening her doors and all you have to do is walk through them.
But if they start closing in your face, you simply walk away. I remember that.
Yeah. And the critical mistake guys make, according to the book, is chasing harder when they feel her pulling away. They end up looking like the book uses the word stalker.
Ouch. So they think taking more action will force something to happen.
Right. They operate under that illusion. But usually, the only thing that happens is the persistence drives her further away. She starts ignoring calls, avoiding them.
So the core of this illusion is that more action isn't always better. Often, it actually makes her retreat. And the book really hammers this point. Women are often more attracted to men whose feelings aren't totally obvious right away.
Paradoxical, isn't it?
Totally goes against the usual just be open and honest advice.
And this principle, this idea of not over-pursuing, it actually offers something really practical, especially for guys who might be shy.
How so?
Well, if you tend to be more reserved, this means you don't have to over-invest emotionally right away. You don't have to actively chase when her interest isn't super clear.
So if you see those doors closing, she's being evasive, slow to respond, disengaged.
That's your signal to pull back, not push harder. This can seriously lessen the pressure and anxiety shy guys often feel.
It gives a clear instruction. If she's not making it easy, don't force it.
Exactly. It reduces the fear of rejection, too. Because if she ignores you or seems uninterested, the framework says she's either unavailable or just not into you anyway.
So you don't take it personally, you just move on.
Right. It saves you from that awkward position of persistent, unwanted effort. It shifts the burden.
Yeah, it really does. From I have to impress her to I just need to read the situation and react. Which leads us to the internal work. The author's own story is pretty open here.
Very transparent.
He talks about dealing with insecurities, even using alcohol to cope around women, being the classic nice guy who got friend-zoned.
And making those mistakes, the strikes, he calls them. Sending too many flowers, writing angry emails when rejected. Painful stuff, but relatable for some, maybe.
It sounds like a really deep personal transformation he went through.
It was profound, and it's central to the book. He shares that realization. What you fear you attract, but what you look at disappears.
Meaning facing the fear makes it lose its power.
Essentially, yes. By confronting his own fear of rejection, of inadequacy, those fears started to fade. He became more balanced, centered, genuinely confident.
And then women started noticing him more.
That's his claim. Once he embodied that inner confidence, carrying himself differently, head high, feeling pride in who he was, it changed how people responded to him. Not arrogance, but self-acceptance. Purpose.
And a key part of this internal shift is a technique he calls fail-proof, making a list of ideal qualities. Sounds almost too simple.
It sounds simple, but the way he describes it, the effect is powerful. You take a piece of paper, 2 columns, qualities you want, qualities you don't want.
And be specific.
Incredibly specific. Hair color, eye color, build, sense of humor, attitude, flexibility, giver or taker, easygoing, successful, age range, smoking, drinking, kids, everything.
Like you could FedEx yourself the perfect lady, as he puts it.
Exactly. Imagine every single detail. No vagueness. It's a blueprint, not just a wish list.
Okay, so you make this exhaustive list. Then what?
Then you refine it. Number your top 10 qualities in order of importance. He's realistic. Finding someone with everything is unlikely. But these top 10 are your non-negotiables, your primary focus.
That brings clarity. Helps you filter, know what you're actually looking for.
Right. Be discerning, don't just settle. And then there's another layer.
The love letter, writing to this ideal person you haven't even met yet.
Yeah. Writing a heartfelt letter as if you're already deeply in love, detailing everything you adore about them and the relationship.
Wow. That sounds like a powerful affirmation technique.
It really is. It solidifies the image in your subconscious, puts you in the emotional state of having what you desire. It's continuous refocusing.
He uses that Ford Explorer analogy, right? Buy one, suddenly see them everywhere.
Exactly. They were always there. But now your awareness is tuned in. Your brain filters for what you focus on.
So reviewing this list daily on your phone, taped to the mirror, whatever its hides, it constantly retunes your awareness, helps you tune right into what you were looking for.
It's a profound mindset shift, especially helpful for shy guys who might feel overwhelmed or unsure what they even want. It moves you from passive hoping to active, intentional attraction.
And the ultimate goal isn't just finding someone, it's attracting that woman who knocks your socks off, a true match.
Not just the first person who shows interest. This process gives you the clarity and conviction to recognize that exceptional person and not settle for less.
Okay, so that's the inner foundation. Now let's talk about the approach. Meeting women, those first interactions, the book really challenges assumptions about where to meet people.
Yeah, it pushes back against the default go-to-a-bar mentality.
Right. Most guys head to bars or nightclubs, but the author argues these are actually the least effective places. Why?
The reasoning is pretty practical. In those places, women often have their guard up. They might just be there to dance, hang with friends, not necessarily meet someone romantically.
Makes sense. Plus, the environment itself.
Exactly. People drinking, maybe impairing judgment. She might not even remember you clearly the next day. And, he suggests, the type of woman you meet there might not be what someone looking for a serious relationship wants. Plus, if you're drinking too.
Yeah, misinterpretations, bad decisions, disaster potential.
Pretty much.
So, if bars and clubs are out, or at least less effective, what are the better alternatives?
He suggests a whole range of places. Weddings, art shows, seminars, private parties.
Places with built-in connections or shared interests.
Right. Mutual friends at weddings provide social proof. Shared interests at galleries or seminars make conversation easier. But also, just everyday places.
Like malls, grocery stores, even work sometimes.
Yeah, the normalcy of public places. But there's a big caveat there.
Right. In those really public spots like the grocery store, her guard is actually higher because she's not expecting a romantic approach.
Exactly. So, as the book says, your game needs to be tight. You need to be smooth, confident, subtle, because you don't have that social proof or shared context helping you out.
It's not just where, it's how you show up, your confidence, your subtlety.
Precisely. Which means cultivating that invisible radar.
The radar. Like, women have an intuitive sense for a confident guy. Men need that too.
That's the idea, developing a heightened sense of awareness to accurately spot attraction signals, not guessing, but learning to read the subtle cues.
Okay, how do you develop that? What are the specific signs to look for? The green lights.
You look for sustained eye contact, first off. Does she hold your gaze? Does she smile back genuinely?
Okay.
Then body language. Is she facing you even slightly?
Yeah.
Leaning in? Any little gestures like touching her arm, playing with her hair, exposing her neck?
Those unconscious signals of openness.
Exactly. And the big one? If she looks at you and smiles back, the book calls that a clear invitation to approach, her unspoken permission.
That sounds way less intimidating, especially for shy guys. It gives a clear signal, removes the guesswork.
That's the key. The advice is literally, only approach women who are friendly, smile at you, and make mutual eye contact.
It acts like a filter, cuts down the chance of rejection hugely.
Right. If she ignores you, doesn't smile back, then the philosophy is she's unavailable or not into you anyway, saves you the effort, lets you move on gracefully. No personal drama.
It's about being discerning, reading the room,
Right.
respecting her signals.
Totally. And there's even a tip for bars and clubs, if you do end up there.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Walk laps with your drink, casually toast groups of women. Hey ladies, how you doing? Having fun? Something like non-committal. Then sit back.
And let them come to you.
Kind of. It creates comfort, curiosity.
Yeah.
You're acknowledging them without hitting on them, makes you seem approachable, confident in your own space, sparks their interest maybe.
Okay, so let's say you got that green light, or maybe she even approaches you. What's the opener? Because the standard, hi, my name is not it, according to this book.
Nope. There's a specific, subtle twist. It's surprisingly simple.
Which is?
You just say, hi, what's your name? And then pause.
Okay. And then the crucial test, when she answers, say, I'm Jessica. You don't immediately give your name back.
Correct. You just smile, stay calm, and say, well, Jessica, it's nice to meet you. And then silence. Deliberate silence.
Why the mystery? What's the point of holding back your name?
It forces her to work for it. If her attraction is high enough, her asking you questions, what do you do, where are you from, what's your name, becomes proof of her interest.
Ah, she has to invest. Dig for info.
Right. The book says a woman doesn't want it to be easy. She wants to be able to pull that information out of you. It engages her curiosity, validates her interest through her own effort.
That totally shifts the dynamic for a shy person. Instead of feeling like they have to perform, they're assessing her interest. She's qualifying herself to you.
It's a subtle psychological shift, yeah. You could literally try, hi, what's your name? Wait, well, her name. Nice to meet you. See what happens. She might lean right in.
And this approach helps avoid other mistakes too, right? Like asking if she has a boyfriend right away.
Definitely advises against that. And if she asks if you have a girlfriend.
Be playful, vague.
Exactly. Things like, I'm just dating and having fun right now. Or maybe, always got room for one more. Something that leaves her wondering, builds anticipation.
Keeps that intrigue going, shows you have options, a full life, not desperate.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And beyond the opener, mastering banter is huge.
Banter, okay. The main goal when you first meet, according to the book, is super simple. Make her smile. That's it.
Yeah, connect on an emotional level. Women are emotional beings. Associate good feelings with you.
So how do you do that? Keep it light, positive?
Light, positive, engaging, joke, banter, tease, but always playfully, non-offensively.
He uses that bratty little sister analogy, right?
Yeah. Treat her like a sister. You give a hard time, but she knows deep down you care. It's a light-hearted challenge. But keep the teasing minimal, like 10% of the time, so it doesn't seem like you're just putting her down. Charming cheekiness, not meanness.
Okay. And for guys who aren't natural banterers or feel shy, there's that practice method.
Mall practice, yeah. Go to the mall and banter with women you don't have any romantic interest in at all.
Talk to gift shop clerks. Ask random people for opinions on gifts or cologne.
Exactly. Low-stakes practice, honing the skill naturally, no pressure.
So when you do meet someone you are interested in, the banter just flows. It's natural.
That's the goal. You build the habit, the comfort level, it becomes part of how you interact, build social muscle memory.
And a big don't here. Avoid showering her with compliments right away.
Huge no-no. Comes off as insincere, transactional, trying to use compliments as a bribe for sex.
Makes her guard go up. Can't trust your intentions.
Right. A simple, genuine, you look nice when you meet is enough. Anything more signals neediness, tries too hard, undermines your value.
Okay, makes sense. Let's move to part 3, the first date. Building anticipation, building trust. You've got the number, you've set something up. How do you stage that first date?
The strategy is to suggest drinks first, or maybe coffee.
Why drinks specifically?
Purely practical. If you realize you're not clicking, it's easy to make a graceful exit after an hour or so. Less wasted time, less investment if it's not right.
Smart. But if it is going well?
Then you can easily extend it. Suggest appetizers, maybe dinner. And it's smart to have a couple of backup spots nearby, a wine bar, place with pool or darts, bowling, mini golf.
Shows you're prepared, adaptable, can keep the fun going.
Exactly. Allows a smooth transition if the vibe is good.
Yeah.
The focus isn't just the activity, though.
Right. It's the experience. The book says women focus on the emotional feel of the date, the whole experience, not just what you do.
Which means avoiding places like movies or super loud bars where you can't actually talk and connect.
The point is connection, conversation, fun, making her feel comfortable, engaged.
Absolutely. And later on, if attraction and comfort are high, the book recommends the gentleman approach for subsequent dates.
Picking her up, opening the car door, taking her somewhere fun.
Yeah, demonstrating leadership, care, initiative, all seen as attractive masculine traits. Showing you can lead and provide a good experience.
Okay, so you're on the date. Conversation time. The book pushes that 80-20 rule, but flipped, let her talk 70-80% of the time.
That's the strong recommendation. The fastest way to build rapport, get someone to like you, is to ask genuine questions about them, their opinions, passions, history, and then listen.
Like Dale Carnegie stuff. Ask about where she grew up, what she loves, what's important to her.
Exactly. Let her talk. You learn about her and she feels heard, valued. That builds connection fast.
And you got to maintain focus, right? No checking your phone, no looking around at other people.
Complete attention on her. Your focus is on her having a good time with you. And this leads to the listen and remember test.
Ah, yes, the test. Women remember details and check if you are paying attention.
They're often incredibly attuned to it, yeah. You need to recall the gist, key details, feelings she shared. It builds trust, shows you actually care.
If you fail that test, forget important stuff.
She feels unheard, undervalued, big barrier to connection. She'll sense you weren't really invested.
Okay, now decoding no. This feels critical. The book says women rarely say, I'm not interested directly. They use secret language.
Yeah, indirect communication, especially for rejection. Saying things like, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, or I'll think about it, which usually means no.
Or asking for your number instead of giving hers, or giving a fake one.
All subtle but clear signals of low interest. They're trying to avoid awkwardness, direct confrontation.
And the book explains why suggesting men kind of train them to be indirect by not taking, well, historically, pushing, making things uncomfortable.
That's the argument. So women learn to navigate these situations indirectly to minimize potential conflict or hurt feelings.
So given that, how do you respond to a vague no, or she asks for your number instead of giving hers? You don't call it right there to check.
No, definitely not. The advice is just confidently text yours to her as you're standing there so she has it, and tell her you were doing it.
Why does that work?
It shows confidence, self-sufficiency, non-neediness. You're providing info without chasing or trying to trap her. You put the ball in her court calmly.
This next insight seems huge for saving time and frustration, especially for quieter guys. If a woman only perceives you as a 4 or below on a scale of 1-10, there is nothing you can do to convince her.
Right. And paired with that, for women, attraction is not a choice.
Meaning you can't logically argue her into liking you.
Exactly. It frees you from that futile effort. If the initial spark isn't there on her end, your best moves won't change that fundamental emotional response. It's not a decision she makes.
And if someone is rude, says point blank, I don't find you attractive.
The suggested response is calm indifference. You are entitled to your opinions. Shows unflappable self-worth. You don't care about the rejection. Ironically, that strength can sometimes spark attraction.
Reinforces your inner core. Which leads us to tests. The book says women will test you, see if you're strong enough, especially if they sense weakness.
Yeah, it's presented as a natural vetting process, not personal. So you need to know how to handle them.
Like the what kind of car do you drive tests.
Instead of trying to impress, the playful comeback is, tell her you rode the bus, walked, came on skates, disarms it. Shows you're not relying on material stuff.
Or the I don't date players test. How do you handle that?
Turned it around. Who said I wanted to date you? Or maybe when I meet someone worth my time, I'll be exclusive. Haven't decided about you yet. Why should I go out with you? Are you fun?
Making her qualify herself to you. Shifting that dynamic.
That's the goal. And let's try that role play you mentioned. She's vague about confirming date plans. Call me later or give me your number just in case.
Yeah. Implies low interest, high flake potential. How does the 3% man respond?
Calmly, decisively. Jessica, I have a really busy schedule and I'd definitely like to see you, but if you can't make definite plans with me right now, then how about we just do it some other time?
To take away the negative sale.
Exactly. You value your time. You won't chase uncertainty. If her interest is real, she'll lock it down immediately. If she says, okay, some other time, well, you know her interest was low anyway. Saved yourself the hassle.
The core principle. Be strong, centered, indifferent to the outcome. Yeah. Willing to walk away. She needs to know you'll walk and never look back if she's not meeting you halfway.
That willingness to withdraw, not chase, is key to establishing strength, according to the book.
Okay. And last bit for the first date, kissing cues. Recognizing readiness.
Super important. Look for those visual signals when you're close.
Like her knee touching yours,
yeah.
Arm touching, leaning in.
Yeah, those unconscious invitations.
Yeah.
Then there's the eye to lift technique.
Right. While she's talking, you slowly look from her eyes to her lips, back to eyes, back to lips, then eyes again. Over like 5-7 seconds.
Subtly, yes. And the green light.
If she looks at your lips at any point during that.
Bingo. That means she's ready.
Yeah.
And the advice is, do it. Don't hesitate.
Because hesitating signals lack of confidence, kills the attraction you just built.
Exactly. Assumes you're not worthy. That hesitation undermines everything.
This is so good for shy guys. Takes the guesswork out, gives a clear nonverbal signal, turns uncertainty into action.
It really does. Removes a huge anxiety point.
Okay, moving into the long game. Part 4. Sustaining attraction, growth. The book hits hard right away. What you do to get your lady is what you have to do to keep her.
Such a crucial point. The courtship never ends. It's ongoing, for life.
This is where so many guys drop the ball, right? Get complacent, think I'm set once the relationship is official.
That's the danger zone. Leads to the situations where girlfriends or wives leave, seemingly out of the blue to the guy. You have to always be reading her attraction level, like a constant emotional check-in.
If you stop courting her, attraction fades. Makes sense. What are the signs that attraction is dropping?
Less touching, less affection, fewer compliments towards you, fewer I love yous. Maybe she gets more irritable, bitchy, as the book puts it.
And the book interprets that as her saying, you're failing me, you're being weak, complacent, her needs aren't being met.
That's the interpretation offered, yes. Her way of signaling that the emotional connection is weakening due to lack of effort.
So how do you actively prevent that? Avoid falling into ruts.
Vary things. Don't do the exact same date night every single Friday. Mix it up. Wednesday night adventure. Skip a week. Then do something special. Keep her guessing. Build anticipation.
Avoid predictability. Keep the spark alive with spontaneity, effort.
Shows you're still putting thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the women are like cats analogy. Memorable one.
Right. They come and go as they please, and you must let them. Why is letting them go so critical?
Because if you don't, you destroy comfort and trust. Think about a cat. It only comes if it feels like it, approaches carefully, tests things out. If you chase it or try to force it,
It bolts. Okay, so if a woman leaves a conversation, pulls back emotionally, let her go.
let her go. Chasing signals, weakness, neediness, big turnoffs. The book claims when you don't chase, she will come back as long as her attraction is high.
This embodies that indifference idea again. No matter how she tests or behaves, you stay centered, unbothered.
Not that you don't care about her, but you're indifferent to the behavior in the sense that it doesn't rock your foundation. You care less one way or another what it does to your inner state. That emotional self-control is your strength.
It seems cold, maybe, especially for shy guys worried about seeming uninterested. But the argument is it actually builds attraction, shows self-sufficiency, high value.
That's the logic. It alleviates the pressure to constantly prove yourself or chase validation. It's quiet confidence.
Then there's the ocean analogy for emotional storms. Women like the ocean, constantly changing. Flat calm one minute, hurricane the next.
Yeah, and the man needs to be the rock. Remain centered, stable, not let her emotional waves capsize his boat. Provide that anchor.
Which addresses that common male mistake. She says, I had a horrible day, and the guy jumps straight into problem-solving mode.
Right, logical fix-it mode. But that often misses her emotional need. Usually she just needs you to listen.
So ask first, do you want advice or just want me to listen?
Perfect. She just wants to vent. Draw her out. Tell me more. Don't leave anything out. How did that make you feel? Let her express it fully. Feel validated. No interrupting with solutions.
And the apology framework. It's way more than just sorry.
Much deeper. It's about mirroring and validating her feelings first. So I did X, Y, Z, and that made you feel A, B, C. It hurt you, made you feel like this. Is that right? Is that how it made you feel?
Let her confirm you understand her experience.
Then take responsibility for your actions and their impact. I was rushing, selfish, took you for granted. I'm sorry. And you listen for those magic words.
I feel so much better. I'm so glad we talked. That's the sign you got through. She feels heard.
That's the sign the connection is restored.
Yeah.
And humor can help too, right? After a conflict.
Yeah, he says if he makes his girlfriend mad, he'll try to be humorous, tease her, banter a bit, to loosen things up, get her back to being playful.
It's a pattern interrupt. Shows you're not intimidated by the drama. You can lead the mood back to positivity. You're still the rock, bringing lightness, not getting dragged down, influencing her state, not letting hers dictate yours.
Which leads to that fundamental mindset shift. Relationships are about giving, not getting.
Huge shift. The purpose of all relationships is to go into those relationships to give, not focused on what's in it for me.
Because if both people are just focused on getting...
It's not a relationship, it's a transaction. The book is blunt.
Yeah.
If you just want sex from a date, go get a hooker. It's cheaper.
Wow. Okay. So the real purpose is to enrich her life. Make her laugh, feel good, happy, comfortable.
And if both people focus on giving, paradoxically, both their needs get met naturally.
And this ties into avoiding bribes. No expensive gifts early on, first 2 months.
Right. Signals neediness, trying to buy affection, wait until she's completely in love, and don't pay her bills unless married or living together.
Because that reinforces the manservant thing, undermines your value.
It's about attraction being based on your confidence, purpose, how you make her feel, not your wallet. Giving too much too soon backfires.
Okay, physical intimacy. Some specific, maybe provocative advice here. The man's role is to initiate. guide things.
Yeah, it must be the man's fault, as the book puts it, meaning his initiative. It's about slowly breaking down her resistance until she feels safe and comfortable enough. Seems to imply building trust and desire, leading gently.
Not forcing, but leading. Building anticipation is key. The more you wind her up, the better the experience.
That's the idea. A 2 steps forward, 1 step back approach. If you sense hesitation, don't push or just stop. Pull back slightly, talk, reconnect, then try again. That ebb and flow builds desire intensely.
Makes the eventual intimacy more powerful for her. And that specific principle, don't come on command.
Fascinating one. If she says, I want you to come now, the advice is, wait a few minutes.
Why? What does that achieve?
Demonstrates control, self-mastery. By delaying, you build even more anticipation for her. He gives examples of women having multiple orgasms because of this control.
Shows she can't completely control you. Even then, reinforces your strength. Allows for more pleasure.
That's the interpretation. You're not rushing to finish. You're allowing the experience to unfold fully for both of you, especially her. But there's a caveat.
Right. If she's rushing things, I want you inside me now, or come now, urgently it might mean you're not pleasing her, or something's uncomfortable.
Exactly. That's when active listening, even during intimacy, is crucial. Ask the key question.
Tell me what you like. Tell me where and how you want to be touched, and how much pressure.
Yes. Every woman is different. Pay attention, adjust. This empowers shy guys too. Gives them a direct way to understand her needs, ensure her pleasure, takes the guesswork out, makes it shared.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a ton today. Really unpacked this whole philosophy from inner strength, defining your ideal, mastering interactions, dating complexities, sustaining connection, becoming that 3% man.
It's definitely a perspective that challenges conventional wisdom, pushes guys to look inward first.
It's a holistic approach, isn't it? Self-improvement, emotional intelligence, understanding feminine energy, as he describes it.
Absolutely. And the key takeaways are so important. Constantly learning and applying, always reading her attraction, maintaining mystery, embracing indifference as strength, focusing on giving. They all weave together.
Not just random tips, but a framework.
Right. For cultivating attraction and lasting love.
So thinking about all this, what does it mean for you listening right now? The book says women don't lie, men don't listen. What truths might you be missing in your own approach?
Good question to ponder.
And maybe what one small, maybe uncomfortable habit are you willing to challenge or change today based on this? Making that list, trying that opener.
And remember, the author stresses reading this stuff multiple times. It's not usually a one-and-done thing.
For it to sink in, become part of who you are, not just acting.
Exactly. It's about becoming that man, not just mimicking behaviors. Yeah. It needs to become natural.
Well, go forth, apply these insights, stay curious, and please keep sending us those great suggestions. We love hearing what you want us to dive into next for the deep dive.